Hello, beautiful beings of planet Earth and beyond. This is Paula here, and I'm just making another video for my experience here in Ecuador. I have been living and working at a plant medicine retreat center here in the Andes Mountains of Ecuador. And I've been here for about 2 months now, and now I'm officially working here, which is great. I started as a volunteer. And wow, what an experience it's been so far. Here at this center, the center's name is Gaia Sagrada. It's a beautiful place nestled into the Andes, 55 acres of land. And here they focus on using ayahuasca, San Pedro, as well as the sweat lodge ceremonies where we drink both ayahuasca and San Pedro within that ceremony. And every month, there are 12-day retreats where people from all over the world come to participate in their deep healing processes, and I get to help them through their experiences. And, most of these people have never drank plant medicine before, so it's a really, really special place where they feel safe to come and experience all these ceremonies, and they get to really sit within their own darkness and their process and find their light and find their power and go through all of the emotions of coming back to themselves. And it's been such a beautiful, beautiful experience for me here. I am learning so much about myself, and, I've really realized that the reason I felt to come here, just as the same reason I went to Colombia in 2020 and really had no idea why. I actually left my whole business back in the States. I had my own massage therapy practice, and I was teaching many yoga classes every week in Colorado. And I suddenly had this feeling of like, you have to give all of this up. You need to go to South America. You need to drink these medicines, and you need to seriously get on your path of plant technology. And so I did that, and coming to Ecuador was a similar feeling. It was like, I'm not sure why, but I really feel called to come to this plant medicine place and be of service and, see what's there for me. And I think it's such a beautiful lesson for me and for others, and why I want to share it with all of you is the medicine of trusting in the greater guidance within your heart. And whether you want to call it the guidance of God or the guidance of spirit or the guidance of your higher self, there is this guidance there that's within each of us, right? Like we have these feelings that we need to do things, and logically they don't always make sense. It's like, logically, why would I leave my life in the States, in this land of opportunity, to go down to a country that I've never been to before? I don't even really speak the language that well. Like, logically it doesn't make sense, but there's this guidance within me and within all of us that transcends logic, and it pulls upon our spirit, it pulls upon our purpose here on planet Earth. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the power of trust in spirit, trust in that deeper guidance, and trust in your life mission here on Earth. And I think it's important to remember that our paths and our purposes and, our work here as a human being on planet Earth, it changes all the time. And you have to be willing to change your reality and to explore and understand new parts of yourself and to uncover more parts of yourself in what you're here to do. Because how can you ever know your true power and your potential unless you experiment and you explore and you step out of your comfort zone? And me stepping out of my comfort zone and traveling here alone has just shown me that I belong on this path, this shamanic path, and this path where I live in union with the medicines and I'm of service to humanity, and I help people through their processes, and people really have profound, life-changing, world-changing experiences here, and I'm just so grateful to be able to be a part of it. And it's really shown me that, I belong on the shamanic path, and I've known that for some years, but it's hard to really accept that and to really take that seriously and to try to make a life of it. So I just really encourage all of you to really check in with your heart and check in with your mission and how you feel, how purposeful you feel in the work that you're doing at this time. And, I know a lot of people think like, well, I have to work, I have to make money, like, it doesn't really matter what my spirit wants. And that's really not true. I think to really trust and honor spirit, it does take some sacrifice, and it takes a willingness to do whatever it takes to find that part of yourself. Like when I left the States for the first time and I gave up my whole massage therapy business and my yoga classes, and I gave up my whole life there, and it was very comfortable, and I really trusted in it. And I felt this call from spirit like, hey, you have to give all this up. You need to go explore yourself deeper. You need to drink these medicines. You need to understand the realm of ceremony. You need to understand the red path. And it really took me some time to realize like, okay, this feeling's not going away. And I say spirit, God, my higher self, whatever, energy, the universe. It wasn't letting me say no, pretty much, because of how strong my connection is to it. And so I had to prove my trust. I literally gave my business away to a girl who was interested in starting her own thing. And I ended all my yoga classes and I went down to Colombia, and I learned so much more than I could ever learn in the States by being of service to these communities and these lands and these practices that I ended up going to. And that's a really important point, is I want all of you to remember and maybe start to look into the power of being of service to humanity, to other organizations, to other people. And anytime I travel, I do work exchange programs. I volunteer at places because it's a lot cheaper than just going from hostel to hostel or staying in hotels. Like, you can offer your energy as a trade for food and shelter and a room for yourself. So what better way to explore and see the world on a budget than to be of service and to work your way through it? And then you get deeper into the cultures of where you're traveling, you connect with people and you become family with them, and you get to live with these people for extended amounts of time, like 3 months or 6 months or a year, which is awesome. And it gives you a chance to kind of set your life in the matrix, so to speak, with your job and your bills and your rent and all of that. And it gives you a chance to step out of that and into a life of service. And ever since I did that in 2020, I really recognized how powerful being of service is, and how you gain so much more than just food and shelter and, a place to live for a while. You gain knowledge, you gain wisdom, you gain understanding of who you are and how you show up in living with a community. Many people don't know how or never have lived in community before. And if you never have, I would really encourage you to step out and consider going to volunteer and work exchange within a community, because it's so powerful. Even just the lessons of living with all these other people and how you show up and keep the vibration high, and how you deal with issues between people, because we're human beings and we always have that, we all think differently, we all live differently, and there's a lot of learning in that as well. But I've realized again, by stepping into this place to be of service and to, set my life aside and just focus solely on this plant medicine center and the people arriving and just showing up to humanity in a way that is, it's beyond me. It's the working of a spirit that's working through me, through my heart. It's like really what my heart wants is to be of service to this planet. And I think on a deep level, most of our hearts want to help this planet be better. We want to help humanity be better because we all know that we can be. And we're in such a pivotal point here on planet Earth where we're at this tipping point. Old structures are clearly not working anymore. The old paradigm is shifting, it's falling, and we're entering a new state of being. And I think one of the best ways to start to open up what's possible for you on this planet is to answer the question, how can I be of greatest service to humanity? How can I be of greatest service to humanity? And that could look like anything. I mean, you can still work your normal work. You know, if you're an accountant or something, like you can shift your work to be an accountant for a plant medicine center, you know, or a healing place, or, you know, a company that's doing a lot of good for the earth, a strong, solid company that is, you know, it's thorough, you know, to its core, and it's good, and it has pure intentions. So, you know, I would just start there. Get out your journal and journal, how can I be of greatest service to humanity? And see what flows through. I answer that question multiple times a year because it kind of shifts, but like the root and the heart of it is always there. It's like, I want to carry the medicines. I want to hold ceremony for people. I want to live a life where I'm bringing people into this realm that is beyond space and time. It's beyond talk therapy. It's beyond anything the human, you know, sober mind can comprehend. It's a realm of healing. It's a realm of timelessness. It's a realm of ancient practices, and our ancestors come and they're present, and we gain so much wisdom. And, you know, I can make another video about some of my experiences here on the medicine and some of my experiences years back on medicine as well, because I am a medicine woman. I love the plants. I love the fungus. I love all of the technology that is placed here for humanity to ascend. But I think, yeah, just one thing I really wanted to bring forth was just the power of trust. Trust in your heart. Trust in what you're being pulled and called to do, even if it's something, you know, way out in left field and you don't logically make sense of it. Trust in it. And what would happen if you started to feed that thought and feed that opportunity, and maybe just doing your own thing and not working for someone else? Or maybe you're thinking, oh, I've always wanted to go to wherever, Brazil, or I've really always wanted to go to Costa Rica, and I really want to do these things. And it's like, well, why? And if you understand why, then you can find a place that you can be of service to and watch the magic unfold. So I really encourage you, you know, 2020 is over. We can travel again. There's nothing stopping anyone from traveling around this world. And, you know, what I've seen and what I've learned is that traveling really is so healing. It really shows you how you show up in the world. It shows you how provided for you are. Even if you don't have a lot, this universe will give you everything that you need. Don't get that confused with everything that you want, but you will always receive everything that you need. So I encourage you, you know, if you're feeling like, what do I want to do this year in 2023? Think about traveling. Think about finding an organization to volunteer at. You know, there's websites like Workaway and Woofing, and you can just do, like, I found this place by doing my own research. I was like, okay, I'm ready to be of service in the ceremonies. I'm ready to hold the space of the people coming to heal. Where can I do that? And I found this place, and they're happy to have me, and now I'm literally working here. And it's like, you never know what's coming, you know, if you just put yourself out into the unknown, free fall, trust in your heart and your guidance, let your mind take the back seat for a moment and just see what magic awaits you. So I'm hoping to make more videos as I'm here, and it's been a while. It's been like 2 months since I've made one, because I'm not really a YouTuber, but I'm trying to just, you know, document this journey here that I am on. And so, yeah, much love, and coming soon, I'm sure I'll talk more about my plant medicine experiences if you want to hear them. They're pretty deep. It's a deep process I've been going through here on my own, while being in service to other people. And yeah, I can talk more about the healing processes that I'm witnessing as well, which are very, very profound, very powerful, like life-changing things that's happening here. And if you're interested in coming here, reach out to me. It's a beautiful place, very safe, very sacred, and very, very well put together. But until then, enjoy your life. Ciao.